Hey guys, welcome back. So we're doing yet another no buy. I don't have like a time frame in mind for this one. I'm not going to make it a year or 3 months or 6 months or whatever. But I have not been doing my makeup very much recently, and I haven't been, I don't know, very inspired all the time by makeup. Today was one of the few days that I was, but it's been kind of a rare occasion recently, and I don't think I can, but I still want to buy makeup because that's like part of me now.
Yeah.
But I'm buying makeup that I'm not using, so.
Buying it just to buy it.
Yeah, pretty much. Just
I want to feel something.
Yeah. So I'm going to try my darndest to practice as much self-restraint as I can. I think I'm going to have to
delete apps.
Like Ulta and Sephora apps, and maybe even like not follow trend mood right now, just to avoid seeing the new and the big and the bold or whatever. But I'm just feeling a little bit like we need to just love what we have.
I would love to start trying to do some duping videos, kind of like Lauren May Beauty does. I always want to do that, but I just don't quite know how to get the setup just
we don't
right
have
with
a
the lighting
setup.
Yeah, so we'll try and figure that out. We do have a white desk downstairs in my room.
Well, we can always just clear off this desk too and move the camera and pull it up and turn it or whatever.
Yeah, we can try that. I think it would be nice. We want to depot a couple palettes, like our carnivals. We've been thinking about doing that, so we'll try and film a video on that at some point as well. But we both are spending more money on makeup than we need to. We're making smarter purchases for sure. We're not making as many like purchases of things we won't use. But in terms of things to buy, we have plenty of foundation, we have plenty of eyeshadow, we have plenty of concealer. Unless it is something game-changing, we can't keep purchasing things. We need to slow down. We are panners. We have continued to pan things. We've been doing good at using products up. However, it takes a while to get there. You don't pan things overnight. So yeah, it's a lot of product to go through. When you look at, like, our collection could probably last the average person 15 years. Like
the rest of their life in terms of eyeshadow, but in terms of like base makeup, maybe like 10, 15 years.
Yeah, like we just have far too much, and we are always unsuccessful with this, and I think it's because we put too much pressure on ourselves. Like, it's like, if you buy that, like, you're betraying the audience. You're doing, like, you feel so overwhelmed with the idea of a no-buy. For what? All you're doing is not buying makeup. Why is that so scary and, like, overwhelming and freaky? But our birthday is this week, and we bought makeup for each other, of course. I didn't buy as much makeup as normal. I bought a couple other items just because I felt the same as she does, is that we own a lot of makeup, and we are owning too much makeup right now. And so, you know, we're trying to work around that, but we're gonna have our makeup fixed this week, and we don't need to buy more outside of that. We'll be fine without it. I've got everything. There's nothing that I can think of in my collection that I'm missing, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I just, we'll be doing a video on these and stuff, but I just got some more Kyma Flakes. We're both wearing them, but that was pretty much the only thing that I was like, I need more of those. Like, I really, truly do. They're so special and so, like, innovative, I feel like.
I agree with that.
I love them so much, and I would highly recommend them. And we're not going to discontinue our, like, Will We Buy It series that we do in inspiration Samantha March, but we won't be buying it.
Maybe we could do more of a duping new releases rather than a Will We Buy It, so we don't have to look at all of the new stuff.
Yeah, and like new releases and our alternatives or whatever. But yeah, it just, I ended up buying probably a little more makeup for her than I intended to. I realized when I had gotten everything in the mail that I was like, wait, I really got a lot of birthday gifts from her. Like a lot. So I mean, it's all good stuff though, so like rest assured, you have a couple days.
Do you want to open on Wednesday? It's Thursday Day. We're turning 23.
Yeah, we're gonna be old.
This video will probably go up after we turn 23, but yeah, July 1st is our birthday, for anybody wondering. We are Cancers. We both cry a lot, although I don't believe in astrology, and I know a lot of people will maybe hate me and us for this, but I
think it's fun. Like, I like hearing about it, and I think it's entertaining. But I just don't understand it enough to comprehend how it could be true, and I feel like it's almost like like a betrayal of my religion a little bit. So like I don't want to go that far into it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But like it's cool to hear, like people will be like, I don't know, the sun's moon rising circle.
It's Mercury
retrograde. Like, I have been having a rough week. Like I kind of love it.
Yeah, it's cute, but it's just nothing I truly believe. But yeah, we're just overwhelmed with makeup. The only thing I could justify buying would be if we were to do a brush declutter and I were to save up. I've seen that Smith brushes are starting to filter back in. They released a new brush set. I just don't know if the big Mama Jamma is going to come in at any point. And I'm kind of all or nothing with brush sets specifically. I don't love buying like
just one or two
brush.
brushes. Yeah.
I'm not spending $60 on 3 brushes. I can spend $400 on 20 brushes because it makes sense in my brain. That's a lot of stuff and it's supposed to last. And I can save up for that. It's something I've wanted since I started doing makeup. Like this Smith brushes have been at like the top of my I want list pretty much since the beginning of time because of Samantha Ravenel. Thank you.
And Jamie Genevieve.
Or Samantha, your new last name. Matt's last name.
Samantha Matt. Mrs. Samantha Matt.
Yeah, and you know, Jamie Genevieve, Jamie Page, I think sometimes uses them. There's just things that I want that I could justify more than others. You know, I could justify high-end brushes. I can't justify any more makeup at this moment in time at all.
Yeah, I mean, I've definitely been more creative, I guess, with how I'm using my makeup. Like I'm loving like organizing my palettes and like creating custom things for myself. And we just got some new Salt New York cream tints with the mixers in the mail.
I use the yellow, the Sculpt and Bronze ones, the yellow, and it's so pretty. It's a gorgeous mustard. I used it on my lips to like warm up my lipstick as well. Lovely.
Yeah, but we were talking about how cool it is that we can use, like, we started using them on the lips a little bit and, like, navigating that. Like, do we even need bullet lipsticks anymore?
Because I don't use bullet lipstick that often. I only use it when I have to. Like my Project Pan one. I don't really reach into bullet lipsticks as often as I used to because I use a lot of, like, the Danessa Myricks palette.
Yeah, so, I don't know. Things are changing as far as how we do our makeup and why, like, I generally only get ready when we're going to film, or I won't really do much other than that unless I have free time. And that's just getting
kind of rare.
It's just getting more rare now that Charlotte is so much older and running around, and she'll go to preschool eventually and things will sort themselves out, I hope. But we just need to be conscious of that, and I really want to save up so I can do something nice for myself. And I'm really feeling like here in the next 5 years, I guess, I really want to adopt. So I need to be financially secure for that, and I need to very much like prove myself, I guess, in that way. But I just want to prepare for any financial ruin or remodeling our house or, you know, whatever the case is.
Yeah.
We want to redo the yard and
the kitchen.
I really want to put my work into something that's not just like buying makeup, because I always have the justification like, oh, at least I can use this in a YouTube video. Oh, like we have a YouTube channel. Like, oh, I can use this, I can post about it on
It's a write-off.
Yeah. Like
Schitt's Creek. Oh, it's a write-off. Totally.
Yeah, I started Schitt's Creek the other day, and I was hesitant to start it because I saw like a viral tweet about it being like a white person show.
It's funny as fuck, and I'm a white person,
yeah,
so.
I guess it might be a white person show, but it really works for me. I think it's hilarious. It's a very good feel-good show for me, so I've been really enjoying that. But I just feel like I'm not being as smart as I usually am with my finances, and that makes me upset.
I agree. So in our job, the later you work, the more money you get because they offer a differential if you work past 8 p.m. basically. So if you work from 4 to 8, you get shift diff, but if you work from like 4 to 7:30, you don't. And Vic works midnights, so she gets an extra 15% from 4 to 12.
Yeah.
So most of her shift. And I don't get that because I now work mornings. I worked 12 to 8 for a while because I wanted to keep that shift diff, and then I had the option to either go to midnights or to go to early mornings, and I was like, well, midnights would be great because it would be less work, but once we go back into the office, I don't really want to work till midnight. I'd rather be off early when we're back in office, not virtual. If we were virtual, I would work till midnight, no problem. It doesn't bother me, but we're not. Or we won't be for that much longer, to my knowledge. And since that chunk of my paycheck got cut off, I know it's only 15%, but it makes a huge difference. And I've been setting work boundaries for myself so I won't work as much overtime as I was, because I was covering everybody else's job, and I can't do that to myself anymore because it's not fair to me, and people take advantage of that. And so I was like, okay, I will work overtime if it's for my stuff and my stuff alone. If I have to do anything to help anybody else out, I'm gonna leave it. Like, I will do it the next day or whenever I have time. That is not my job. So that's kind of cut my finances a little bit, not in a bad way. I still have plenty of walking around money. Okay, don't think that when I say this we're struggling.
We're not in financial distress by any stretch of the imagination.
No, but we could be doing better.
But I know people have their opinions on Dave Ramsey. I'm a big believer in a lot of what Dave Ramsey says.
He's helped us with our finances.
And I really do, like, what he says has worked for me very well. And I'm not living below my means right now, and I don't need to necessarily live below my means completely, but I do need to cut back. I've been getting coffee out a lot more, and I need to really stop that because I get addicted to iced coffees from Starbucks or Caribou or wherever the heck I'm going.
Yeah.
And I just really need to, I don't know, introspect a little. And sometimes I think my obsession with buying makeup, I tend to do that when I'm depressed, which means I'm not going to use the makeup that I buy, but I'm buying it to make myself feel better because I think I'm going to use it.
If I get this, it'll cure my depression.
Yeah, and it's not, I mean, I'm sure the brands that send us PR will release makeup this year, so I'm not really concerned about missing out on every release that I'm interested in or whatever. I just think that we've gone a little too far past our initial goal of, like, buying things that I want, but not being really crazy about how much I buy. We've been kind of crazy about how much we're buying right now.
I am going to do a no buy technically, but I'm in my mind it's going to be a very, very, very low buy. The only reason I say that is because the one purchase that I am thinking about making that I have not made yet is pre-ordering the Adept palettes, or at least 2 of them. Maybe all of them, but so their shadows have really, really interested me, and I was going to place an order for the single shadows and just wait for those, because I'm like, okay, I can pick out just all shimmers, you know, I can get more fun top rate shimmers, because that's the kind of things that I feel are still valuable to purchase in our collection, because those are the things we use every time we get ready, you know what I mean? It's not something that we use once a year, it's something we use all the time. So those are the only things that I want to buy, and the only things that I would cave to would be any Salt New York releases, but since Kiki is sending us all of the stuff, we're okay. You know, we don't need to buy anything Salt. Although I will probably buy another magnetic palette whenever they come back in stock. We reorganized our Salt stuff in a big Adept palette that folds, just so we can kind of custom create our own little quads when we want to, and, you know, whatever the case is. But yeah, there's not much that I even want to buy. It's like I'm buying to buy. I'm buying because I'm supposed to buy more makeup, you know, and it makes no sense. And then Vic started using Octoly for our channel, and we've gotten a few things from Octoly, and so there's just a bunch of stuff coming in that we don't need, you know, between Odin's Eye and Kaleidos and Salt New York, and then anything from Octoly. Paula's Choice reached out. We're getting sent things that we would want to purchase, and so why would we go out of our way to buy other things when, like, why would I buy another eyeshadow palette knowing fully well that 2 brands that I adore the eyeshadow from, Kaleidos and Odin's Eye, next time they release something, they're going to send it our way? Why would I buy eyeshadows from Huda Beauty when I know that her shimmers are not going to be as spectacular as my Kaleidos or like my Cleona, you know what I mean? None of the mattes are going to blow me away enough to justify that purchase. Outside of, like, you know,
it's not like we're known for, like, our first impressions videos or anything like that.
We don't really do them.
We don't do them because I don't really like first impressions videos. Like,
they're not helpful.
No. I see the appeal. I like watching them, but I don't feel comfortable creating them for that reason. It's just, I don't know. It's become part of our identity to just spend needless amounts of money on makeup, and I'm just kind of done with that. Like, I need to grow up a little bit, and that, I mean, it might be a very low buy, maybe. I guess this is sort of an unofficial,
we just want to cut back a lot.
I'm not going to buy as much makeup. Repurchases are fine. I'll probably buy some mascaras, some eyeliners.
We
maybe.
have plenty of mascara. Do not buy another mascara.
Well, I'm not going to yet, but like...
What, in 6 years when we get through the 12 backups we bought?
Do we have 12 backups? I only bought 2 Maybelline Lash Sensations.
Okay.
Because I hated the other one I bought.
But I
So
bought
true.
the Sky High and the Sky High primer. It's just not in here. We have
Oh.
another primer and backup. We just got 3 mascaras and PR.
Oh, true.
We
Never
have
mind.
like 4 or 5 open ones.
I probably won't be buying. I really wanted to buy the novel one, but like, just for the packaging, it's really kick-ass. But yeah, I don't know. This is sort of a rambly video. It's just
I need to start walking.
we need to capitalize off of this part of our channel.
Which is, I mean, that's what we do. That our most of our really watched videos are either Cleona stuff or like Project Pan stuff.
Low-buy, Project Pan.
So we just need to continue on with that, and you know, between all of the things we buy outside of makeup, like I can get the spending craving that I need with things that are actually useful.
And that I'll get like more enjoyment out of and more
Mhm.
use out of.
Like freaking, you know what I asked for my birthday for my mom? A fancy litter box. It's
I
an
asked for an
automatic cat
iron.
litter box. That's literally how boring we are.
A clothing iron.
The most exciting thing that I've been gifted in my life is a vacuum and an air fryer.
Oh, the air fryer, dude.
So that's where we're at with life. And you know, I love makeup. We're always gonna love makeup. We're always gonna buy makeup, but we need to cut down.
This channel is gonna be about makeup still.
Yeah, and I don't want to be Hannah Louise Poston, okay? I don't want to be someone who doesn't buy at all. I don't want to be somebody who has to think that hard about buying something. However, I would like to chill out a little bit.
I would like to look at something and say, wow, that's really pretty, I want that, and not buy it.
Yeah, I want to dupe things out. I want to come up with more video content ideas. Something we've been struggling with is just finding the time to be able to put out as much content as we want to, and then remembering the video ideas. So like we'll come up with a video idea, I'll be like, yes, and then I'll forget to write it down, and then I have no idea what it was.
Yeah.
It's so frustrating, but you know, last week Vic left the iPad at church, and she doesn't have a key to the church, and so nobody saw it at the church, and so it took us a week to get it back, so now videos are coming up
Late.
a week. Am I getting hiccups?
Again.
It's the 3rd time.
They've been pretty violent.
Anyway, I want to put out more content. I would love to just treat YouTube like a job because we do really enjoy it. It gives us quality time to hang out and to do things that we love, like makeup, rather than
Together, yeah.
not just like cleaning together.
Yeah,
or,
getting ready together was my favorite part of every morning.
and
when
then we
Charlotte
had
was
to
little.
cut that out because Charlotte is too rambunctious and can't be in the room here. So one of us has to watch her while the other gets ready, and it's, you know, a thing.
It's like a whole thing.
And so we got that back with Monday mornings, but I would love to treat YouTube as a job. You know, I love making YouTube videos. It's an outlet, it's fun, it's exciting, it's something we enjoy doing, hence why we've been doing it for 3 years, or 4 years almost.
I think it's been 5.
Has it been?
It's been 5.
Holy shit. We've been doing it for a long time, and we haven't been the most consistent through all of it, but we have been over the last year, 2 years, pretty consistent.
Aside from this last like month or so.
Yeah, but I mean, we've still been consistent. It's just
Yeah.
been a little spottier than the usual.
That's what
No, I mean, like, we're not doing like 2 months of really good.
We're not like Jacqueline Hill and consistent.
Yeah, we're still we're still filming the videos. It might not upload on time, but we're still filming the videos.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We are consistent, and we have a schedule. Things just get in the way, and so we're gonna try and start filming at nighttime. Like we're gonna. I mean,
I have to just really revamp our schedule, and hopefully, I'm kind of on a job hunt right now, or a schedule change hunt, really. And hopefully, once I get that squared away, things will sort themselves out a little more, or we can figure something out for them. But yeah, it's just been it just hit me last night. I was like, I need to not buy makeup.
Yeah, I've been feeling that. I mean, I really haven't been buying that much, but like Ulta gets me with the multiple times the points because Ulta points are lovely.
I know exactly what they're doing too, and I'm like, I'm gonna fall for it anyway.
Because if Ulta points were like Sephora points, I wouldn't care.
Yeah.
But Ulta points are Ulta points. I can get good money off. Good money. I can get $300 in Ulta points.
Yeah, and I can use it. I think I'm going to treat Ulta right now as my body care, skincare, repurchase kind of area. Candles even, I've seen some candles on there, might try those out for size. But things that I'm non-makeup items that I'm going to be buying, I will get from Ulta to accrue points, and then I can spend my points on makeup should I want to.
Yeah.
I think that's a solid plan.
It's a good plan. Anyway, I don't have anything else to say.
No,
We always ramble. It's more like why do we have to film a video saying we're gonna go on a no-buy? That's all we have to say, and then we talk about random shit. But that's what we like to do. We like to talk about random shit.
That's life.
It will continue. I don't know fully how to explain some of the feelings I've been feeling in general, but I feel like a different person, if that makes sense. Like I feel like it was probably the haircut. I'm also going through a breakup that hasn't really affected me in any negative way, and it's been weird. It's been weird. Everything's all like weird right now.
Everything feels like it's in limbo in my life. I feel like.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm in the midst
waiting
of this
for
giant
something.
transition, but I just don't know what that transition is.
Yeah, it's kind of stressful.
It's like we got our house. We have like everything that we needed to be adults is here and happening, and then it's like, now what?
Yeah, we got our cats. We did the cat a baby.
It's the next. What's the next big thing that's going to happen?
Yeah.
What am I going to do next?
Blow up on YouTube, baby. But
That'd be handy.
yeah, that would be nice. Anyway, we will let you go. We won't hold you hostage any longer. But thanks for watching. Thanks for chatting with us, hanging out, sticking around through our consistent inconsistencies, and we hope to see you in the next one. Bye.